Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Shame on News. Danny Shame with Devious Dave Rose here as well. And we've got a bunch of stuff. The first thing I want to start off with is kind of sexy. Lewd photos of female Marines are sparking a probe and investigation into the Marines. Like a file, a shared drive, a Google Drive of like tons of female Marines, I guess, naked and in weird positions and doing things. Has leaked out, I guess, and so people are freaking out about this. I don't know if you've heard about this, but this is just something that's seemingly trending now.
Now, this is actually the first time I've heard about this, but I will tell you one thing that I definitively know is that this has actually happened with the Israeli Defense Force, with their female contingents, and there have been some raunchy and racy pictures that have been posted on the internet over the years from these delectable individuals.
Hey, well, you just made me want to like I don't know what you just said, but it just made me like I would almost pay $100 to see these photos based off of what you just said. Like, it sounds wonderful. It sounds like it's a good thing. Yeah, I get why, like, oh, it's embarrassing and whatever's going on, but I don't know, stuff happens, I guess. Like, it's just photos. Like, it's like, to me, like, the more, like, what's more of a scandal to me is like, you know, remember when they found those Marine, like, people, how they were treating, like, the hostages or treating people that they in captivity, and they were just being kind of despicable, or, like, you know, like, they'd go through a village and they'd, like, see a body, and the soldier would, like, pretend to fuck the body. Like, that type of stuff, to me, is unbelievably reprehensible. You know, whacking off to some of the female Marines, like, I don't know, that doesn't bother me too much.
The question would be, how can these individuals not be doing this, in the sense that they're all full of strong hormones, they are in a theater of war, and, you know, they've got a lot of testosterone going through their veins. I mean, it's only inevitable that you would see this sort of thing, especially in this day and age where these things seem to be more touted as something to be lauded and you know, applauded and such. And I think it's just more of a situation of today, in the sense that these girls think it's okay to do this. It's acceptable socially.
Well, not really.
And it's just something that is going to be inevitable when you have female soldiers around male soldiers, and an attempt to sort of show that sexual attraction. So I think it's inevitable to me, and I'm not approving this or anything. I'm just saying that it is what it is. I mean, it's inevitable.
To me, it's not a story for me. This is something that, like, okay, I can see how the Marines and things like that, they're going to have to address it. It's embarrassing for them. They need to address it. And then maybe for the women too, like, they need to figure out what they'll do in the future. But for me, an outside person, it doesn't really affect me too much. So that's why, to me, the story falls off pretty quickly for me. It's kind of like a funny little story for all of us. The real problem is for the Marines.
You shouldn't have again, if we're looking for shame here on Shame on News, really these ladies shouldn't be shamed, because, again, if you look at other military contingents that are uniquely female in the world, including the Israeli Defense Force, you find exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but
so,
you know what? But,
no shame.
But I
no
think
shame.
I think that's the thing, is they don't want to be shamed, because this is shameful to them. So
No, but that's what it seems to be that everyone's trying to do, is trying to shame them and saying, oh, look what you did. And in this case, we can't call shame on them. They're doing what other people have done in the past and what other people are going to do in the future.
I think that the Marines and stuff in the U.S. like want to be held to a higher standard. I think when that happened with the Israeli, or you know, with other armies, of things have come out, that's been embarrassing and something that where we laugh at, like, haha, the naked soldiers over and whatever. But now you have that going on, so I think to them it's a big deal. We talked about Star Trek, talking about light years in distance, and we use Star Trek, the television show, as a comparison. I could use Star Trek as a comparison to this. Imagine if in Starfleet a bunch of women were naked. You know what I mean? They're taking a bunch of naked photos and it was uploaded to the computers of the Enterprise, and Captain Picard found it. You know what I mean? The people would be fucking thrown in a goddamn... People's heads would spin, you know? So think about that. I mean, I don't know. It is embarrassing, but I think it's kind of a non-issue. And therefore, I would say move on. And we'll move on.
Stay tuned for more news right here on Shame on News.